If you're excited about hip mobility and even working on your side splits, you are in the right place. We're doing 3 warm-up exercises and 5 stretches. The 5th stretch is the side splits themselves. The whole video is super beginner friendly. I talk you through every single exercise, so you don't have to have any experience coming into this. You don't need to know anything at all. I explain everything as we go. This is a follow-along video. I'm doing it side by side with you. So if you're excited and you're ready, let's get started. Let's get into our first warm-up exercise. It's called the hip car, and the goal is to use our muscles and bring our hip and leg through its full range of motion using our own strength. So let's start with bring that knee up as high as you can. We're going to open the hip, point the knee directly out to the side as wide open as you can. Keep on lifting that knee. Then we're going to rotate the leg. I'm going to turn around. You don't have to turn. We're going to keep that ankle as high as it can go. Maybe you can get that ankle higher than the knee itself. Bring the leg down and back, flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, feel that stretch in the hip flexor, and that is 1 rep. We're going to do 10 on the left side, 10 on the right side. Let's go. High knee, open, ankle, down and back. 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 Keep on contracting those muscles. Try to lift high. We're strengthening the leg muscles at their end range of motion. And we're getting more mobile at the same time. 2 for 1 deal. I just lost my balance for a second. If you are losing your balance, that's 10, so you can stop. But if you're losing your balance, feel free to grab something to hold on to. If it is more or less level, or if you just have a wall, it'll help you stay in a nice straight position and stay balanced at the same time so you can focus on those muscles. Let's get into part 2. High knee, open, rotate so that ankle is as high as possible. Bring the leg down and back. Knee, open, ankle, 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 down and back. If this is getting really tiring, don't worry. I'm with you on that. As soon as I start talking about it, getting tired, I lost balance. If you lose balance, don't worry, just get right back into it. Open, ankle, down and back. I think this is the last one. No, I think we're done. That's 10. All right. Those are the hip cars going forward. Now we're going to do them in reverse. Same exact movements, but when you start doing them in reverse for the first time, your brain might go a little haywire. So let's talk about it real quick. I'm going to start by bringing the leg down and back. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes. Pull the leg back, feel the stretch in the hip flexor. Then you're going to lift directly up to the side, rotate that ankle down, bring the knee forward. That is 1 rep. We're going to do 10 of these on each leg. Let's go. Back, side, ankle, knee. Back, side, ankle, knee. Back, side, ankle, knee. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead, keep going. Last leg, we are almost done. Back, side, ankle, knee. Back, side, ankle, knee. Back, side, ankle, knee. Back, side, ankle, knee. That's 4. Back, side, ankle, knee. Back, side, ankle, knee. That's 6. Pick up the pace if you want. 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Hip cars are done. Massage those hips just a little bit. Move, shake, wiggle, and grab a sip of water, catch your breath. We're going to move on into warm-up exercise number 2. Number 2 is the elephant walk. To get into the elephant walk, we just get into this L shape. If you're a little bit higher up, that's totally normal. That's totally okay. It is part of the process. I want you to focus on your belly button, and I want you to focus on bringing it down to your thighs or down to the floor. From here, we're just going to hang out. This is the warm up. We don't have to do anything super crazy just yet. Feel the hamstring tension building and keep on folding, bringing the belly button down. Breathe, relax. Now, let's add in a little bit of movement. Bend one knee. Keep on bringing the belly button down. Feel the hamstring stretch. Again, on the other side. Again, on the other side. Again, on the other side. Just do a couple of these until suddenly your legs feel like they're moving a little bit smoother. This is going to be a little bit different for everybody. It's not something you have to be perfect about. Whew. Just warm up those hamstrings, and once they're feeling a little bit better, a little bit smoother, we're going to add in some thoracic rotation. Thoracic rotation is basically rotating the upper third of your spine. It's going to look a little bit like this. We're back in this L shape. We're bending one knee. My left knee is bent. I'm going to take my left hand, push against my right leg, open up my chest to the right, extend my right arm up and behind me, rotate the neck, look at that hand, and come back down. We're going to do the same on the other side. Left leg is straight, right hand pushes against the left leg, open up the chest to the left, stick the left hand up into the air, and that's one on the right, one on the left. That is 1 rep. We got to do 5 of these total. Let's keep going. Open, 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 open. Every time you do one, look at where your hand is at. See if you can get a little bit deeper each time. We're only doing 5, so that's not so crazy. If you were doing 100, getting deeper every time, that would start getting to be a lot. All right, that is our second warm-up exercise. We're going to move right into number 3, the Cossack switch. I want you to spread your legs about 3 times hips width. This doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay. We're going to adjust later anyway. Point your knees and toes out about 30, 45-ish degrees and try to drop down to one side. I want you to feel the pressure in the front of your ankle. I want you to feel the Achilles tendon tightening, your calves tightening. I want you to feel a little bit of pressure in this hip. We're going to just hang out here for a little bit. Like I said, it's the warm-up, so don't get super excited and start jumping up and down. On this side, while we wait for this leg to get comfortable, I want you to see what's going on with this leg. The knee is pointing up, the toes are pointing up, and the heel is down. This is called external leg rotation. We need to externally rotate in order to get the thigh bone out of the way of the hip bone when we do the side splits. In fact, this is basically the side split just on one side of the body. Once we hang out here for a little bit, I want you to scoot your butt over to the other side, put your hands down, come across to the other side, and give this side the same amount of love as it got over there. Take a nice big deep breath, relax. Try to keep this heel down on the ground while you feel the Achilles tendon stretch, the calf stretch, feeling the pressure in the front of the ankle, feeling the pressure in the hip. And while we wait here, let's talk about moving from side to side. If you want to keep this nice and gentle, you can put your hands down and help yourself get from side to side like so. If you are feeling a little bit stronger, you can stand up a little straighter and get from side to side without your hands. If you're feeling really strong, you can really straighten up your spine, stick your arms out in front to help counterbalance, and go from side to side like so. I recommend you experiment as much as you want. Once you have started these and you've tried one of these variations, you might notice your knee's a little bit uncomfortable. If that's the case, try coming up to a quarter squat and then coming back down. Slow and steady, nice and gentle. If you want to really show off those quads, you can come up into a full squat and back down. Full squat, come back down. Once you have done 10 of these, then we are ready to get started with our actual stretches. Don't worry, the warm-up is pretty intense. There's a lot of movement, requires some strength. The stretches are static stretches. You won't need as much power, as much strength to go. All right, let's get into the hamstring stretch. I recommend you grab a little cushion for your knee. You can hit pause on the video right now and go grab that. Take a sip of water while you're at it. I don't have a cushion with me, so I'm going to use my shoe. Just the front. If you're a shoe lover, maybe this isn't the trick for you. Go steal your dog's bed, some cushions off the couch. If you have a favorite child, go take their pillow, and they probably won't get mad at you. All right? What I'm going to do is put the shoe down, put my knee right on top of it. The goal in this hamstring stretch is to point our hips forward, our shoulders forward, and stick the leg out that we want to stretch also directly forward. I don't want you to extend out like you're doing a front split. I want you to pull your leg back sort of into the socket and focus on folding forward, bringing your belly button down to the thigh. I'm going to rotate around so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. And from here, my leg is tucked into the socket. My belly button is folding forward. Your hamstring is going to start tightening up, getting really intense. And I want you to take a nice big deep breath in, slowly exhale, and try to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. All right, let's do the inhale and exhale. Exhale. Relax, deepen the stretch. Let's do that again. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And once your hamstring is getting real tight, go ahead and start our 30 seconds. Keep on trying to apply a little bit of pressure to bring your hips down towards your thigh. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Remember, it's about bringing your belly button down to the thigh, folding there. If your upper back is a little bit rounded, that's totally okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, come on up out of that stretch. Give it a second if your legs are feeling nice and tight right now. Then come on over, swing the leg around, and we'll start over on the other side. Drop the knee down, extend the leg in front of you, pull it back into your hip, fold forward. Try to bring the belly button down to the thigh. Once you start getting a little stuck, your hamstrings are tight. Inhale, slow exhale, and relax. One more. Inhale, slow exhale, and relax. Once you're as deep as you can get, your hamstrings are really tight. Focus on bringing the belly button down to that thigh, and 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come back up into standing. Oh, shake out some of that tension and stress from trying to pull on those hamstrings. If you need to, you can put your shoe back on now. We don't need it again for a cushion. We're going to move on into stretch number 2, the butterfly stretch or tailor's pose. I recommend you find something really solid to lean against, and that's because it's going to make it much easier to get into a deep stretch. So what I'm going to do, as soon as I figure where I need to line up, is to put my hips, my shoulder, my head against the pillar, hope that there are no tiny ants crawling into my shirt, and I'm going to pull my feet in towards my groin. The tailor's pose and the butterfly stretch, same stretch, are focused on the groin area, all right? And the groin area when you're in this position, can be a little bit hard to figure out what you're trying to stretch. We're trying to bring our knees down to the ground. When that happens, the stretch will happen. So I recommend we do some strengthening at the same time as we're stretching. We're going to use these outer thigh muscles, these glutes, to open up our hips and help us get into a deeper position. So let's go ahead and do that. Pull your feet in, work those muscles, contract, contract, contract. And then once your hips are as open as possible, your knees are lower to the floor, I want you to apply a little bit of pressure with your hands and try to bring your knees even further down. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. You'll feel a little bit of pressure in the back of your head, in your shoulders when you're doing this. This is basically this pillar behind you or your wall behind you, pushing back and helping you apply that force directly into the ground, keeping you stable. Let's go. 30 seconds. Flex those muscles, push your legs down. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, let the hands go first. Your hips might be feeling a lot of pressure here. That's okay. That's exactly what you're supposed to feel. Pull your knees up just a little bit. Give them a little bit of a shake. They'll suddenly be able to start working again, probably, and you can get right back up into standing pancake. Our third stretch is called the standing pancake. From the front, it looks a little bit like this. We are opening up our hips pretty wide, okay wide, just far enough that you're not feeling discomfort in your hips, and the goal is to fold forward. So it looks like this. From the side, it looks like we're trying to touch our toes like a regular hamstring stretch, except our legs are a little bit wider apart. That's it. This is the basic position for a standing pancake. The goal here is to bring our belly button down to the ground. All right? We're trying to fold, 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 fold. You can imagine grabbing your legs, or you can do it yourself, and pull yourself down. Try to bring your belly button towards the ground. There's two ways to do this stretch mainly. One is that exact thing we just demonstrated, pulling yourself down. The other is letting gravity do all the work. To get gravity to work really well for you, I want you to try to keep your back horizontal, stick your arms out in front of you, throw your hips back a little bit to help counterbalance, and we're going to hold the stretch right here for 30 seconds. Your low back is going to be firing pretty hard to help you. That's okay. That's part of the process. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. You can always pull your arms in if it's too intense. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, put your hands down. Whew. Come back up out of that stretch. Pull your legs in. Slowly come back into standing. That's a really intense stretch. You probably felt it in the inner thighs, the adductors. Probably felt it in your hamstrings. Those are the two big muscle groups that are getting worked real hard right now. And that's why we spend so much time doing hamstring stuff in the warm-up, in the elephant walk, in the hamstring stretch itself. Whew. Shake it out. Do a little dance if you need to. Loosen up. We're going to get right into stretch number 4. Stretch number 4 is all about the side glute, the hip. We are doing either the pigeon or the figure 4 stretch, depending on what you need and what you can get into. The pigeon looks a little bit like this. We're crossing the leg across the front of our body, and we're going to aim roughly for the middle of our chest to hit the middle of our legs, in between the knee and the ankle. If you have a really long bone between your knee and your ankle, maybe halfway point isn't going to make that much sense. I don't have that, so it works perfectly. Please adjust as you need. All right, our goal is to keep the hips low and try to bring the chest down towards the leg. From the side, it's going to look a little bit like this. Hips down, bring the chest low. This back leg, I'm going to spin around. This back leg, if you can fully extend it behind you, great, go ahead and do that. If you cannot, if you don't have the hip flexibility right here, you can keep that leg bent. As long as you're feeling the stretch out here on the outer hip side glute area of the bent leg, then you are doing it right. All right, so let's do the pigeon. Again, try to keep the hips low and fold and bring the belly button down towards your leg. Center your chest to that leg, and 30 seconds. Here we go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's the left side. Let's switch over to the right side. Same thing. Cross the leg across the body, bring the chest to the midpoint, and keep the hips low, fold forward, bring the belly button down, and 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. If you try to extend your back, straighten it out a little bit, you might feel the stretch get more intense in the hip. Give that a try. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Come on out of that stretch. Ooh. I love the pigeon. When you can relax into that stretch a little bit, really focuses on this area of your muscles that you really don't get much of a stretch of in regular life. So it is a huge relief, for me at least. I hope you give it a try, and we are done with all of our starting stretches, our warm-up exercises. It's time to get into the side splits. For the side splits, we're going to talk about safety for a second. I'm using this pillar, but if you have a wall behind you, that wall will help keep you safe. And we want you to feel safe. We want you to feel secure when we do these stretches because that helps your muscles relax. A lot of stretching, a lot of flexibility is controlling the muscle tension and doing your best to relax into these deepened, stretched out positions so that your body and your brain can get more comfortable in that place. All right? So this pillar I'm going to use and keep right behind me. What I'm going to do with it is basically use it as a backup mechanism for when I start falling backwards, if I start falling backwards. When you are in a side split-ish position, if you start falling forward, it's easy enough to catch yourself with your hands, right? No big deal. But if you are falling backwards, it suddenly gets a lot more scary. You're like, whoa, what's going on? If you have a wall right behind you, the wall can catch you. Your shoulders will catch you. Your hips, your butt will catch you. And that will help keep you safe. So what I recommend is you get about 8 to 12 inches, one step in front of the wall, and you can start your side splits from there. Cool? Let's go right back into some side splits. Open up those legs nice and wide. Take your time. Doesn't have to be explosive, doesn't have to be fast. Just slowly get into it. When you're feeling discomfort in the hips, fold forward, put your hands down. Sort of do a little mini push-up. This means some of your body weight is in your arms, and that means some of your body weight is not in your legs. That makes it easier to externally rotate the legs. In the beginning of our Cossack switch, we talked about external rotation, and that is pointing your toes up, keeping your heels down, pointing your knees up into the air so that you rotate the thigh bone out of the way and you have access to a little bit more depth in your side split. Whew. If this is the maximum that you can go, great. You can stop trying to get deeper and just focus on this position. If you want to try a little bit more, you can walk your hands back towards your butt. It changes where you're going to feel that stretch a little bit, but it also helps shift some of that body weight that we pushed out in front right back into the hips and make the stretch a little bit more intense. You might notice your butt is coming back to that wall if you were 8 to 12 inches away, and maybe that wall is giving you a little bit of support. Great, helping to keep you stable. Whew. From here, I want you to wiggle a little bit from side to side. See if you can break that last little bit of friction holding your feet back. And once you are here and you can't get any further, let's do our 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, crawl your hands forward, pull the legs in, kneel for a second if you need to. Oh man, let the adductors, the inner thigh muscles relax for a second. Pound on those hip flexors in the front of the hip, maybe on the side as well. Take a nice big deep breath. Drink some water. Let's loosen up after that really intense stretch. Come back into standing. And I want you to start shaking. Shake, 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 shake. Flop, 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 flop. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. This is going to look a little funny, but I promise what we're focusing on is relaxing the muscles in your legs. What we just did was put ourselves into positions where we're all tight and stiff, and now we want to undo that so that we can reset and do round 2 of the side splits. We are doing 3 rounds, so we want to maximize our rest, make sure our muscles are recovered as much as they can for when we get into the next side split. All right, so what I like to say is flop, wiggle, wet noodle, soggy old ramen that is just until your legs are relaxed. Once they're feeling a little bit better and you've shaken them out, you can shake out your arms as well. We're going to do a couple of quick checks to make sure our joints are feeling okay. We're going to start with some hip circles. And if those are feeling all right, let's do a couple of quick high knees. Feel these hip flexors a little bit. Come down, pop into a half squat, a mini squat, put a little pressure onto your knees, put a little pressure onto your ankles, come up onto those toes just a little bit. And if all those joints are feeling good, we're basically ready for round 2 of side splits. Go ahead, grab a sip of water if you need it, and then we'll get right back into some side splits. Wall, get right back to that wall. 8 to 12 inches is what I recommend, which is about 1 step in front of the wall for most people. Open up those legs nice and wide. When it gets uncomfortable in the hips, fold forward. Put your hands down like you're going to do a little bit of a push-up. From here, externally rotate the legs so that your heels are down, your toes are up, and your knees are pointing up on both sides. Heels down, toes up, knees up. Walk your hands back towards your hips if you can. Maybe your butt is starting to touch the wall, and that's okay. That's great support to help keep you stable. From here, see if you can do a little bit of a wiggle from side to side to break that last little bit of friction holding your feet back from sliding across the floor. Breathe. And let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. If it gets too intense in any one of these positions, you can start walking and shifting your weight forward. As long as your heels don't come pulling in towards you, you're basically working on some version of a straddle, a pancake, a side split, and those are all really good for getting us closer to the side split. Ooh. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ooh. All right, come on out of this. Crawl your hands forward. Pull your knees in from your sides. Kneel for a second if you need to. Dust off those hands. Breathe. All right. Slowly come back into standing. Same thing. We're going to shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Relax, 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 relax. We're about to do our third and final side split stretch. So let's really take our time with this one. Shake, 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 shake. Flop, 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 flop. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Same on the other side. Shake, 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 shake. Flop, 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 flop. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Do some dance moves. Some stanky leg. Just make sure those hip muscles are working. They're working well. They feel okay. And once your legs are feeling relatively close to back to normal, let's do our joint checks. Hip circles. If anything feels uncomfortable, go ahead and hit pause. Spend a little bit extra time. I have a little bit of tightness in the outside of the hip, so when I do the hip circles, sometimes I like to spend some extra time there. If your hips are feeling fine, we can move right on into some high knees. You don't have to do that many. This isn't a workout. This is just a test that your ankles, your joints, your hips are all doing good. Let's do a mini squat. Put some pressure on the knee. Put some pressure on the ankle. Come up on those toes. Check your balance. Check that those joints are working. And with that, congratulations. We are almost done. It's time for split number 3. Let's get back to that wall. 8 to 12 inches away. Take one step forward. Open up that wide position and relax. Once your hips are getting a little bit uncomfortable, fold forward, put your hands down like you're going to do a push-up. Externally rotate the legs so that your heels are down, your toes are up, and your knees are up on both sides. Walk your hands back towards your hips. See if you can get a little bit deeper with a wiggle. And once you're as deep as you can get for now, we're going to start our 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. You can do a wiggle at any time to see if you can get a little bit more out of the stretch. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we're done. Walk your hands forward. Pull the legs in from your sides. Come back into kneeling position. Dust off those hands. Give your hips a chance to relax. And a light massage if you need it. Come back into standing. Oh, take your time. This is the last one. We're going to shake it out one more time so you can go back to whatever you were doing before and actually be able to do stuff without feeling like your legs are super tired. Shake it out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. Shake your arms out as well. Loose, relaxed. And once your legs are starting to feel normal, it's not enough. Do a little bit more. Do some dance moves. Shake your legs out. Come on, do some fun stuff. All right, now let's do our final round of joint checks and wrap up. Hip circles, high knees, that mini squat that we've been doing, just a little bit of pressure in the knees, a little bit of pressure in the ankles. Come up onto those toes, work on that balance a little bit. And if you are feeling good, then we are all done with the side splits for today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for practicing. If you're interested, we do this live every single day for about 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes, depending on how many questions I answer and how much fun we're having on the live. Right now, it's 9 p.m. Eastern every single day. You can find me on Splits on the Side at YouTube, Splits on the Side on Instagram, Splits on the Side on TikTok. Go ahead and hit follow, hit subscribe, keep coming back because we do this every single day. I'll see you soon.